latest Merchant Ivory film called In Custody or Hifazat Mein with an Indian all-star cast is currently being filmed in Bhopal. Based on Anita Desai's book, In Custody will be entirely in Urdu. The film is also the first time that Bombay-born Ismail Merchant will be directing. So far, he's been the adventurous producer of the team. Shuttapa Dev, who spent the last few days on location in Bhopal, found that Merchant had realized a dream nurtured for 6 years.
A haveli in the heart of the old city of Bhopal. A busy film crew takes time off for a rushed dinner break, conversation and phone calls. For their 34th production, Hifazat Mein, an adaptation of author Anita Desai's In Custody, once again the creative partnership of Merchant Ivory returned to India. But it's a film with a difference. This time it is to be directed by Ismail Merchant, who in the past has been the successful entrepreneur-producer finding finance for the Merchant Ivory projects.
What was your role in Merchant Ivory Productions?
Well, I'm what you call it a magician. You know, I can do anything at any time. Particularly I think about getting money, which has become almost legendary now. We may not have distributors, we may not have financiers or bankers, but we could get money.
His partner, James Ivory, is here to assist Ismail in his new avatar.
I thought that I would just come out and be here during the time that he was doing his most difficult scenes, because then some of those scenes are not easy. And they would be, even for a director who's done many, many films, they would be very hard. And I thought that maybe I could help him a little bit, figuring out some of them.
The film is also different in other ways. For the first time, it is an Indian story with an all-Indian cast.
What is your role in this film?
She's a witch. She's really a witch. I wonder why Ismail took me for this film. But she is somebody who aspires to be a poet and comes from tawaif background, but has now given it up and is aiming for a new kind of respectability and feels nothing about cheating from her husband's verse and passing it on as her own. He's also, I think, in the process, a deeply frustrated, very angry woman.
Set in a small town in North India, the plot revolves around an aging and disillusioned poet played by Shashi Kapoor.
I'm playing an aging Urdu poet who is fat and old and scant of breath and irritable and not very happy with the world, not very happy with the state of affairs as far as his personal life is concerned and as far as his profession is concerned, his love is concerned, Urdu.
Om Puri, who stars as a poor teacher who goes to interview the poet, is confident about Ismail's directorial abilities.
That experience, being producer and being on the set all the time for 30 feature films, obviously is coming very handy to Ismail.
Ismail was drawn to the theme of the decline of the poet's life, of the Urdu language, and of a certain etiquette and lifestyle.
In Custody, I decided when the novel came out in 1987. I read the book and I loved the book. And I said, well, I'll direct this one because it's something about the language, Urdu, about a poet. And the feeling was just right.
The decline of the Urdu language is a cause that Shabana feels passionately about.
That I feel very sad about the deliberate attempt of trying to obliterate Urdu as a part of a religion, which it never was. It's been part of a very composite culture that really is what India is all about.
You started with one mission, of doing something different. So that has been proved, yes, this company does something different. And with Howard's End, it has been proven now that we have developed a worldwide audience, who expect, your films now will tell the story of what has happened in the past.
Though the Merchant Ivory team has been rewarded for their untiring efforts at an independent way of making films, they want to move forward, gently yet always with a passion for their craft.
Just like all Merchant Ivory productions in the last 32 years, the making of In Custody has an abundance of passion and courage. Whether the film will be a creative success, however, remains to be seen. This is Shutapa Deb in Bhopal for The World This Week.